Hey y'all, I am Diamond back with another video, and I first just wanted to talk about something obvious, which is this hair. So today's video will be a wig tutorial, not an extensive one. I'm just showing you how I applied my cousin's wig the day that we went out for New Year's Day. But this wig is from what used to be my favorite brand. I think the pronunciation is Ashimary. That may not be right, but they pissed me off one too many times. I'm going to show you the way this wig is supposed to look, and then you see how it is now. One thing about me, I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to make it do what it do. But the reality is, when you pay for things like pre-plug, lace cut, color, and layers, there's not much that needs to be done once it arrives. So I saw a lot of the TikTok girlies talking about the way these wig companies are essentially scamming us regular people who don't have the collaborations, which, to be very clear, Ashimary should have reached out to me years ago. You know what I'm saying? To get this collab going. But that's neither here nor there. I'm over them now because it took too long, and y'all keep playing with me, and I'm using my hard-earned money. And everybody I meet that love my wig, I be telling them, oh yeah, Ashimary. And y'all keep playing with me. Enough yapping. Let's get into this wig install. I'm just mad, y'all. Anywho, so here I am with my cousin. We are getting into this pre-New Year's Eve look. She has never had a blonde bob before, so this was pretty fun, but also nerve-wracking, to be quite frank, because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. On top of the fact that she told me that she was not sure if it was a human hair wig or not, because one thing about it, I had told her up front, girl, if it's not human hair, I'm unable to assist. I don't want to get involved with the lace. And while there are some synthetic wigs that are getting to a top tier level to where it's like, girl, is that human or synthetic? For sure. I guess they call those the fiber wigs. I'm just not interested. I'll do that on myself, but I don't really care to do that on other people. So this is me putting on the glue on her actual wig cap to start preparing for the ball cap method. And one thing I'm going to do is multitask. So as you can see, I am waiting on her glue to dry while also prepping the wig itself. I wanted to make sure that I waited until she actually arrived before trying to get the wig together, if that makes sense. And although it did take longer because I definitely could have prepped it, I didn't want to get into a situation where things didn't work out and all that good stuff. So I thought it was just smarter to wait until she arrived. There's some, I guess, more skilled hair stylists or wigologists that would probably have prepped the hair, but for me, I was just like, what's the point if I still have to wait for her to, dry and all the things. And it was a very easy situation. She didn't want anything trimmed. She wanted the wig as is, just more so trying to get it to the style that she was ultimately looking for. So that's what we did. Now, do I do my ball cap method like this? Not necessarily. I add a little bit more glue, but to be frank, I did not know how this was going to turn out. So I didn't do too much glue. On top of the fact that the heat from the hair dryer was like really bothering her. So I just was trying to make her as comfortable as possible, and she just kept nodding. So I was trying to make it easier for the both of us, and also make sure I gave her like a seamless, hairline. I will say, cuz got like a perfect hairline, and what I mean by that is that thing is close to them eyebrows, and that's typically where I put my wig because I have a big forehead and my hairline is not, up as far as hers. And that was my biggest challenge with this install. I've never had someone with a hairline that I quote unquote call perfect. Now this is the part that tore my nerves up, honey. I mean, my nerves was tore up. Simply because with the hairline being up further, and then when you apply the wig, you don't want to stick the wig right where your hairline is. I personally don't do that. So I go a few inches in front of the hairline, which means it's further up. And I didn't know. Y'all, I did not know how this was going to turn out. And not to mention, it is a blonde wig. So here I am, literally just trying to talk to myself, talking myself through this. What do I do now? Literally. I had seen a few YouTubers do the whole clip on the two sides. I've never done it on myself. So I said, well, I think on someone else is a good time to try how, I don't know, if it's effective for me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very unfortunate thing happened, and that lace split. And that was my issue with my last Ashimary wig that I had, was that the lace, I guess, was so natural. Like, I'm just trying to make sense of this, like with the HD lace, that it's easy to tear. So this is me trying to adjust, right? Because it's somewhat snug in the back. And then, whoop, you see that rip? Jesus! So now I'm in panic mode, but also thinking to myself, look at you, God. You made me go through that with my last wig so that I could know what to do in this situation. So I'm struggling at this point. You see it, struggling. Just trying to make this work. She's half asleep, right? So there's not a huge reaction, but I know she heard that tear. So friends, the tip here is, you see me adding that little extra glue, right? Because what we're going to do now is try to do an illusion. We're going to make it look like it's no tear, but we know it is. So I'm working. You see it. I'm adding the glue, and I'm drying. I'm drying, and I'm adding the glue. So in hindsight, while I didn't do a lot of glue initially, the reason why I do that is because I know that on top of the cap that I have molded with the glue initially, I'm going to add more, right, to make sure that the wig is sturdy, and as she sweats throughout the night, it doesn't slide back. I feel like y'all developing hope, right? You can see where I'm going. You can see how I'm going to be able to do this, right? So I'm drying. And again, she half asleep. No idea. I was having a slight panic attack, so I decided to stop recording, in addition to having limited space on my iPhone. So, here is the results. We got her together. We got her a side part. To me, that was the best look on her. And here's this go. And that's just on period. Don't she look bomb? Her.